Hey everyone, welcome back to another YouTube video. It's the first week of the prep season. We just wrapped up SBD. We had a pretty good squat session. We had a top set of 300 kgs, and then we had a 192.5, I think, on bench, and I think we wrapped up with a 272.5 on deadlifts. It's been an awesome week. Starting prep. Body's feeling good. My body weight is finally going up. I'm in the 308 weight class, in case you were wondering. Just currently moved up from the 275 weight class about a couple months ago. This is my second competition that I'm prepping for in the 308 weight class. So I was currently 275s. My last meet, I think I was 284-ish, 285. Maintaining weight and gaining weight to be as close as possible to 300 pounds, 308. It's been pretty difficult. My weight normally fluctuates on the lower end. So this morning I think I was 387. Yesterday I was 287. Yesterday I was about 290-ish, so I lost 3 pounds overnight, and that's how my body works. So it's kind of a weird setup, I have a weird metabolism, if you want to call it that. I can go to bed at a certain weight, and wake up about probably anywhere from 3 to 7 pounds lighter every morning. So that's my goal right now, is to make sure I can maintain weight as much as possible and gain as much as possible. So my goal right now is to get as close as possible to 308, so I can be somewhat on the same playing field with the rest of the competitors. But I need to make sure that whenever I gain weight, that my leverages and my technique is not jeopardized in the pursuit of gaining some weight. So the session was great. Squat was awesome. I was warming up. I was at the Powerbuild gym today. Environment was great. It was an easy SBD. We're now doing SBDs on Sundays instead of Saturdays because I'm competing on a Sunday. But going back to squat, squat felt great. Warm-ups were going good. My last warm-up was a little funny. My body just stopped in the hole. So I was up squatting 270 kgs, and I paused it in the hole. I may or may not put it into the video. And it was kind of a weird thing. Like, my body just naturally stopped in the hole. But it wasn't heavy or anything to like really jeopardize me or put me in any kind of situation. But overall, that was excellent. An excellent squat warm-up. And then once I got to my top set, I was basically just trying to engage my entire body. Basically, working on muscle and mind connection. Muscle and mind connection, basically. I'm not trying to be too explosive out of the hole. I just want to make sure that I'm actually feeling, or I will say, trying to be mentally connected to each muscle that I'm using for the squat. And that was the goal. So getting into the hole, coming out to the hole, I actually was fully connected, and it worked out. It's I don't know if that's something you guys do or if it's just me. I'm pretty sure everyone tries to do that as much as possible. Hopefully it's a general thing. I'm not crazy. Yeah, so squat was great. Bench is benching. Bench is it's coming along pretty well. We are working on a few things on the back side of bench. Bench will be a key element into this meet. Bench has to rise to the occasion. It's been growing rapidly, and it will continue to grow. We're hoping to push somewhere over the 500s this meet. That will be a big plus. So bench was great. Pause. We started to implement commands as much as possible. on these SBD days or these singles, just to keep our body and mind ready for anything. Judges are different in terms of press commands, start commands, whatever the case may be, and it all factors in on how you train. If you are preparing yourself and conditioning yourself for any particular command time frame or commands, basically, you should be ready come midday. So one of the things that we are homing in on right now is that we should not be conditioned enough, or conditioned to the point, or not conditioned to the point where we're having issues come midday. We want to be conditioned for any situation. If it's squat, bench, or deadlift, if it's the refs giving us long hold commands, whatever the case may be, we want to be conditioned and ready to go. So we started implementing commands for bench. Today was great. One of my buddies, Mark, was there. He helped me out. So bench is going good. Pretty excited about that. Can't wait to see what the end result of bench is coming into the last couple of weeks of prep. Deadlifts. We are still working on a few things in deadlifts. I would say, as much as bench may be key, deadlift will be the main lift to decide the podium, or what position I'm in on the podium. So if squat and bench goes off the plan, deadlift should be very, very, very interesting. I don't want to say much on deadlifts right now because I'm not sure when this video will be released. It could be released before the actual competition or after. I haven't fully decided yet how I want to release this prep series. So I'm working with JP right now, so he's going to be editing my videos and so forth. So we're going to be talking about that to see how we're going to release it. But for right now, I don't want to give out too much information on my deadlifts because I don't know when this video will be released. Liam is my coach, in case you were wondering. Liam Hoey. I call him the wizard. Hands down, great coach. I don't know what words to use right now other than I'm comfortable and very satisfied with the results he's actually gotten out of me, and confidence level is great. So he's been working with me since, I think, maybe about 2 years plus now, if I'm mistaken, maybe 3 years. I think about 2 years plus, something like that. I will get into more information about him and me and the connection and so forth, and then we'll add more to the video series as we get to know each other and so forth. You guys get to know me basically as a lifter. Yeah, like I said, Liam, we're working together, and this prep is coming along pretty well. Last block was excellent. The block before that was excellent. The meet before that was excellent. Everything that we've been doing, it just keeps getting better and better and better. And now we're at a stage in our relationship in terms of coach and lifter that I have complete faith and respect for this man. So if he wants me to squat 1,000 pounds tomorrow, I will load it up, because I think he would know he would know that I can do it. So that's the kind of faith I have in him right now. So deadlifts are coming along pretty well. And just something to add, as much as deadlift is not as impressive as the rest of the other people that deadlift, in terms of total wise, whatever case may be, my deadlift is my strongest lift.
Stop the cap.
Of the three. So that's a hint. That's a hint. If anyone studies me really well will know that my deadlift is my strongest lift. And there's a reason why I'm saying that. So expect anything on the positive side when it comes to my deadlift. Alright, so that's basically today. This week, let me just do a quick recap of the week. We had some squats on the first day, some squats, some pause deads. Then the second day we had some bench, a whole bunch of accessories I'm not going to get into because I think some of the accessories that I do is a little different from everyone else, and I can't give that information out right now. Sorry. And on the back end, SBD day. It's like the day where I put everything together and produce some kind of a finished goods for everyone. So that's where I'm at right now. We're excited. We are chirping along pretty well. We are anticipating some very, very big numbers coming on to the backhand into the meet, and we are so pumped and just want to make sure that we are healthy going into raw nats. We're 8 weeks out as of today. We are, I think today's the 23rd of July. Yeah, today's 23rd of July, Sunday. So we are definitely 8 weeks out. So super excited. I'm gonna try to do I'm gonna try to do talking. Oh no, say that again. I'm gonna try to talk as much as possible on these videos so that you could have some kind of context. I'm not big into straight into the camera. I'm not big into talking. I just like to go to the gym and get the job done. This might be a sidebar topic I want to add. There's a few things that I've been dealing with or observing in the last couple of weeks, and I had to address a few things this particular weekend, and because it's bugging me. So first thing first, accountability is big. I am very, very tired. First of all, it's not even my goddamn business, but it bothers me. It bothers me that to see that we have people out here lifting in the gym, training and prepping for a competition, and they're squatting high, and they're not pausing their bench, and they're not locking their knees out, or they're not having a proper lockout, or they're hitching on deadlift, and their friends and coach and whoever's around them that's close, that's in their circle at the gym, no one is holding them to the standard. No one is saying, excuse me, sir, excuse me, miss, excuse me, ma'am, that lift will not pass meet day. Would you mind some advice? Can I give you some advice? Can I tell you what went wrong? Can you squat to depth? This is depth. This is not depth. They're gonna red flag you. No one is saying that to these lifters. And I was at a meet on Saturday morning. Yesterday morning to be exact. I couldn't stay for the entire meet because I had a meeting. So I was there and was watching my buddy compete, and then he was in the last flight, so the first flight started, and there was a kid squatting, and he was squatting so high that he was getting red lighted from the front, and his coach had there was nothing he could have done now. It was too late. The horses were out of the stable, so it's too late. So he bombed out. And then for some reason, I was getting very, very upset. Very, very upset. And it was heavy on my heart. I don't know why it bothered me so much, but it did. So I try to brush it off because it's not my business. And some people don't necessarily don't like constructive criticism. And to avoid any kind of altercation or any kind of issue, I decided to just try to forget it. So the night of the meet, I'm just brushing through social media, and someone reshared the his meet recap. So I was like, oh, that's the guy. So I just jumped on his page and I was viewing some stuff. I'm looking at all his lifts, and about 90% of them, in terms of the squat, was high. And there were people around him, and they were commenting, saying, "Good job, 2 weeks out, 3 weeks out," whatever the case may be, just hyping him up. And no one said, "Hey, buddy." At least what I saw. "Hey, buddy, your squats are high. You need to fix that." And I think no one did, because he was squatting from the beginning of all his training videos towards the back end of the prep high. So clearly something wasn't translated over. So if he was told, he didn't work in it, or if he wasn't, but I'm pretty sure he wasn't told. Bottom line. So I could be wrong, but it appears that way. So I just had to make a comment and say, like, friends don't let friends squat high, period. If you're in the gym, I know it's something you don't want to address, because you don't want to seem to be the know-it-all, or you don't want to upset someone's day in the gym or hurt their feelings, if that's something that's out there now. But I personally think that if we're all in this community training and we're in the same gym, and especially if we're friends, especially if we have some level of respect, like, "Hey, what's up? Good morning. How you doing? How's your training? Training's good." You don't have to be all buddy up with the person, but at least you have some level of communication happening between you two. Say something. Say, hey, Alejandro. That squat was pretty high, and last week it was high. So just something to look at. I mean, I would definitely appreciate if someone came up to me in the gym and be like, "Hey, I think you're not pausing long enough on bench. Your feet, it's not in the right position. You're not squatting to depth. The bar is in the wrong spot. Something. If I'm breaking the law or the rules, or I'm not doing the lifting to the standard, I expect the people around me to say something. You're not being disrespectful. You're not being an ass, or you're not being rude. You're simply helping that person. And I appreciate whatever help I can get to be better. Because at the end of the day, I want to be better. So that's the first thing that was heavy on my mind, on my heart, this entire weekend, is that people in the gym need to try to work together. If you see someone not lifting to standard, please try to find some way to let them know they're not. If there are coaches there in the training facility, you don't have to tell the lifter anything. You can go up to the coach and be, "Hey, I'm not sure if you saw this, but it's kind of high." Be nice. And coaches, lifters, if someone approaches you in the gym saying your squat is high like giraffe, do not get upset. Say thank you, look at the videos if you have videos, and correct it. Have a conversation together. What angle were you looking at? Show me what angle you are at. Do you have any videos that I can look at? Figure it out. Work together, figure it out, get better. Boom. Next meet, you're not squatting high. You're not bombing out. That's one. Two, I'm tired of hearing everyone. How do I put this without sounding stupid? I'm tired of hearing lifters saying this can't be done. I'm not strong enough for this. I can't do this. I wish I could do this. This is not possible. Why are we doing that? Why are we doing that? Your body is capable of a lot if you apply the proper training, technique, rest, nutrition, etc., 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 to get better. Do not put yourself in a box. If someone says you're gonna bench 400 and you bench 200 soon, then your response is, I can't bench 400. That's ridiculous. It takes me like 3 years. Why would you say that? Maybe that's not the correct analogy. But I think what I'm trying to say is that do not limit yourself mentally with any obstacle or any possible goal. Don't say you can't do something. Apply yourself properly and push to get it. One of my secrets, and I don't know if you want to say accomplished in certain things. I don't want to use that word because I think we're all accomplished in many ways in lifting. I'm saying, let's say one of the reasons why I'm so accelerated in my progress, if that's the terminology. One of the reasons why I'm improving so fast, or why I'm getting better rapidly, is because I don't believe that something cannot be done. If I set myself up for a goal, I have a conversation with my coach. I say, hey, Liam, can we do this by this time? His response is, he's going to give me all the variables, what can be done, what's possible, and how we can do it. But he's never going to say no. And in my mind, I'm thinking the same way too. So there is never a hell no, can't do that. That's impossible. Be realistic with your goals too. That's the main thing. Be realistic with your goals. Sometimes your goal can be out of this world. Be realistic with your goals. So try to set yourself up as much as possible to accomplish the goal without shutting yourself down mentally, which will translate into the physical realm. Just don't be negative on yourself, period. Alright everyone, that wraps up today's video session. Wraps up the week. It's week 1. We're 8 weeks out. Can't wait for next week to see, so I can hook up with you guys again to see what happens. We are pumped. We're ready. And until next time, everyone. This is Alejandro, aka the Martian Strong. So until then, see you guys soon. Bye.